Let's be brutally honest. When you scroll through Instagram and see your old college roommate buying a 4-bedroom house, or that guy from high school flexing a brand new Tesla, it feels like a punch to the gut. You look at your own bank account, you look at your student loan balance, and a very quiet, very dark question echoes in your head: am I completely failing at life? Hitting 30 comes with this suffocating, invisible pressure. Society has programmed you to believe that by the time you blow out 30 candles, you are supposed to have it all figured out. You should have the career, the house, the perfect credit score, and a massively growing investment portfolio. But when you look in the mirror, you don't feel like a wealthy adult. You just feel like an older, more tired version of the broke kid you were at 22. Watching people tear themselves apart over financial comparison, losing sleep over a raise they don't even understand, honestly keeps me awake at night. My name is Nick, and I spend my life analyzing money, human psychology, and why millions of people are living a complete financial lie just to impress people they don't even like. The American middle class is trapped in a financial funhouse mirror. Everything you see is distorted. The people you think are rich are actually drowning in debt, and the actual millionaires are driving 2014 Honda Accords. Today, we are ripping away the curtain. We are going to look at the exact, mathematically accurate net worth of the average 30-year-old American. I'll show you why you are probably doing much better than you think, exactly where you should be at this stage, and the brutal 3-step blueprint you must execute right now if you want to become a millionaire by 50. Let's strip away the social media filters and look at cold, hard numbers. When we talk about wealth, we look at net worth. Net worth is simply everything you own: cash, investments, home equity, minus everything you owe: student loans, credit cards, car loans. It is your ultimate financial scorecard. If you look at the Federal Reserve data for Americans under the age of 35, the average net worth looks decent on paper. It sits around $76,000. When people hear that number, they panic. They think, I don't have $76,000. I have $3,000 and a used Civic. I am failing, But you have to understand how averages work. Averages are completely skewed by the top 1%. If you put 9 broke people in a room with Elon Musk, the average person in that room is a billionaire. But that doesn't mean anyone besides Elon can afford lunch. To find the truth, we don't look at the average. We look at the median. The median is the exact middle point. Half of the people are doing better, and half of the people are doing worse. It is the truest reflection of a normal person. The median net worth for an American under 35 is not $76,000. It is roughly $39,000. But it gets deeper. That $39,000 includes home equity. And in today's housing market, with insane interest rates, the majority of 30-year-olds do not own a home. If you strip away home equity and look at the actual, liquid wealth of a 30-year-old renter, their cash and 401k, that median net worth absolutely plummets. For the average 30-year-old renter in America, their true median net worth is closer to $8,000. I want you to take a deep breath and let that sink in. $8,000. That is the reality. That is what is behind the curtain. Half of the 30-year-olds you see on the street have a net worth of less than $8,000. Many of them have a negative net worth, meaning they owe the world more money than they possess. So how does everyone look so rich? We are living through the fake rich epidemic. We live in a debt-fueled society where it is entirely common for someone making $100,000 a year to have a net worth of zero. Let's look at fake rich Ryan. Ryan is 30. He makes 6 figures and feels he made it. So, he leases a luxury BMW for $800 a month. He rents a downtown high-rise for $2,500. He eats at steakhouses and posts it all online. You see Ryan's life and feel terrible about your own. But you don't see Ryan's balance sheet. You don't see his $40,000 in student loans, or the $15,000 in credit card debt financing his vacations. After his massive rent, his luxury car payment, and his lifestyle inflation, he saves $0 a month. If Ryan loses his job on Tuesday, he is completely broke by Friday. He is a financial house of cards wearing a Gucci belt. This is the most dangerous trap in the economy. We judge our success by what we consume, not by what we accumulate. Spending money to show people how much money you have is the fastest way to have less money. Stop comparing your messy, behind-the-scenes reality to everyone else's debt-financed highlight reel. But let's pivot. Let's get completely honest. Just because the average 30-year-old is broke, doesn't mean you should aim to be average. Average in America means you are stressed, tired, and working until you are 75 just to afford medical care. You do not want to be average. So where should you be by your 30th birthday to build real wealth? The golden rule of thumb, established by financial institutions like Fidelity, is that by age 30, you should have the equivalent of 1 year's salary saved and invested.